What's going on, guys? Tristan24 here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we've got match week 43 predictions for the championship. A lot going on in football right now. It sort of affects the championship. We'll get onto that in just 1 second. But first of all, let's get straight into the main video of predictions. So guys, if you haven't heard, in recent days, plans for a Super League have been considered, and it will consist of 6 teams from the English pyramid, so that being Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United and Man City. So basically the original top 6 go in to a Super League. It's a midweek competition, but instead of like a Champions League or Europa League, it'll be in a league format. I'm not too sure of everything, but apparently the Premier League aren't really happy with it and all of that stuff. So they are thinking of a punishment for them, and the main punishment that could affect the championship as well, for a good reason in many ways, is the teams in the Premier League, they could get punished by being relegated, meaning there'll be 14 teams left in the Premier League then. So then they need 6 from the Championship to go up. So the top 6 could actually be going up. So that last playoff place is massive at the moment in terms of promotion. But anyway, I'll talk about that in the live tonight, because Swansea are playing QPR. I'm 99% sure I'm going to be going live. But just keep your notifications on. Like the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Before we get into it, on screen now will be the prediction league, and let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. So let's get straight into it. The first game is Brentford against Cardiff. Now Brentford recently, they haven't been on the best of form. The best recent game was 5-0 against Preston away from home. At home, for themselves, not been the best. They've picked up a few draws recently as well, which has sort of pulled them back. They've still got a game in hand on 2nd and 3rd. Cardiff, they're out of their playoff picture now. They got a it was a penalty against Reading on Friday last week. They thought they won it, but no, Reading come back up at them in the 94th minute and score an equaliser, and that's killed off any last glimpse of hopes for Cardiff, realistically. And basically for Reading as well, they'll have to go on a mad streak now, Reading, if they do want to make the playoffs. But anyway, yeah, I think this one is going to be a 1-1 draw. And if you're wondering what happened then, I just bit my tongue. Not very nice. Next game is a massive game. Norwich against Watford. This could be so important come the end of the season. Norwich, 3 points for them, the crowned champions of the league. Watford, win for them, and it would almost guarantee them that 2nd spot, really, because us, Swansea and Brentford are really relying on the likes of themselves, Swansea and Norwich, to get something out of Watford. So then they drop points and we can catch up to them. So this is mainly the big one that we need to rely on, because then it goes into Swansea and Watford's hands, sort of, because we have to play them. So yeah, it's sort of confusing to explain, but really we need Norwich to win, and I'm going to say they are. They're going to win 2-1 at Carrow Road. They just lost to Watford after having a dodgy red card, apparently. I didn't see the tackle that their left back made, but apparently it wasn't a red, it was. I'm not too sure. I can't really make that decision because I haven't seen it. But for a score prediction, this one, I'll go for 2-1 Norwich, which means they'll be champions. Preston against Derby is the next game to predict. Derby, they really are in the mud right now. Preston, looks like they will be safe, but Derby, really, they're going to be hanging on for their lives at the bottom of the championship. Not too sure on Derby's last result. Was it on a Friday? Yeah, it was a Friday against Blackburn. They were 1-0 up thanks to Tom Lawrence, and then they lost 2-1 on Friday. But in this one, I am going to back Preston for a 2-1 victory at home. I just feel like they'll just edge it in this one. They haven't really got anything to play for though. Next up, Sheffield Wednesday against Blackburn. Now Sheffield Wednesday, I think it is too late. I think next season they will be playing their football in League One if all the Super League stuff doesn't happen, which means they could actually stay in the Championship, because we're not even sure if the teams from the Premier League, we're not going to be sure how many divisions they go down, because if it's further than the Championship, then all the teams in the Championship right now will stay in it. I'm pretty sure then the 6 that go up, and then they'll stay, and then it's really difficult to explain, but you sort of get what I mean. 6 teams leave, there'll be 18 left in it then, without the relegated clubs, add 6 from League One. You get what I mean. But I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw at Hillsborough against Blackburn, because they haven't really got anything to play for now. They'll be safe for sure for another season. Swansea against QPR next. Now this is a massive game for Swansea. Every game now on in is massive for us if we want to try and get to second spot. It may not matter, but it's always nice to get as many points on the board as you can. QPR next season for them, I think they can finish really high up next season if they continue this in. They'll be without their goalkeeper Dieng after he got sent off against Middlesbrough. That is a plus, but on a downfall, once their substitute keeper Lumley, I'm pretty sure it is, come on, he made some superb saves to keep him in the game. So it's not really a downgrade for QPR in terms of the goalkeeper situation from what I've seen of the highlights of their last game. However, I think, it could be a really close game. Also today, the day I'm recording this, QPR, former QPR and Swansea City player Angel Rangel has announced his retirement. He played for the Swans mainly. 10 seasons ago, he helped us get promoted to the Premier League. He also recently been playing for QPR, but now, today, he has announced his retirement. On to the Wednesday games. Millwall against Bournemouth kicks us off. 6 o'clock kick-off, I'm pretty sure. Millwall, there's nothing left in it for them this season. But next season, as well as QPR, looks to be really promising. For Bournemouth, though, they'll be wanting to get to the Premier League this season, with or without the Super League impacting it. They got a really good chance. They're on form. They'll just beat the champions. Well, soon to be champions if they win. They'll find out on Wednesday. They'll already know that. But anyway, I'll stop rambling on about that. Bournemouth, they're in the form of their life. They just come down from a goal behind against Norwich. I'm bringing that up again. I don't even know why. But they're in the form of their life. They cannot be stopped at the moment. And I can't see Millwall beating them either. I think it's going to be 2-0 to the away side Bournemouth in this one. Rotherham against Middlesbrough. Now this is really a nothing game for Middlesbrough. I think they're just ready for next season. And again, like Millwall, like QPR, next season could be really big for Middlesbrough. They've got the talent in the squad. If they can try and get Balassi back, I'm pretty sure he's on loan from Everton. If they can get him back, then miracles could be happening. If they bring in a few more players as well. For Rotherham, they've had 2 6-point games, Birmingham and Coventry. They've lost both of them, and it's really not looking good for them. However, they've still got 2 games in hand, and Derby are still within reach. I think there's about 2 games, and they can catch Derby, and they're the 2 games in hand. So perfectly worked out for them. For a score prediction in this one, I'm going to back the home team at the New York Stadium. I think they'll just simply want it more. They're trying to stay in the league, remember, guys. Stoke against Coventry is next. Now, Stoke, the season's pretty much over. For Coventry, I think they're safe now. If they get this win or something out of Stoke, it's basically confirmed that they will be safe, but not mathematically. But I can't see Rotherham getting up to past 50 points mark now. They're on 39 as it stands, but I can't see them reaching 50. But Coventry, a win here will probably confirm it. They've been playing quite well recently, to be fair to them. They just beat Barnsley. Who saw that one coming? If we thought of that game at the start of the season, we'd probably think it would be a 6-pointer at the bottom. But no, Coventry and Barnsley at different ends of the table, trying to achieve different things. For a score prediction, though, in this game, I'm going to go 2-1 to Coventry to cement their place in the Championship for next season. WYCOMBE against Bristol now. Now, it looks like it is too late for WYCOMBE now to get back and try and survive. Two brilliant goals against Swansea, has to be said, on the weekend. Magnificent first goal. The second goal, I think Freddie Woodman could have saved it. Same with the first, but, you know, got to hand it to WYCOMBE where credit's due. Brilliant. They couldn't hang on to the win, which was disappointing for them. Of course, as a Swansea fan, I was absolutely loving it. But yeah, we were dominated for most of that game. To be fair to WYCOMBE, they did really, really well. They'll have no fear coming up against Bristol now, and Bristol, they're not too good at the moment. I think it's all about next season with Lee Johnson. Of course, not Lee Johnson, Nigel Pearson. I'm naming the wrong manager there. Nigel Pearson. Of course, next season looks to be really exciting with him for Bristol. So, score prediction, no, it's not next season for Bristol with Lee Johnson, as I said. I don't know why I said that. But I think WYCOMBE will win this one 2-1 just to keep their hopes alive. They could actually get relegated this weekend. Let's hope not for WYCOMBE fans. Birmingham against Nottingham Forest is the next game coming up. Birmingham, I think they'll probably need about one more win, same as Coventry, just as proper confirm that they will be in the Championship next season. Forest, they could actually go beneath Birmingham for this result and be 3 points off. I think if the way I've calculated, I've already calculated my result predictions and seen the table afterwards. There'll be 3 points between Preston and them in about six places in the table, which shows how tight it is at the bottom of the Championship, well, sort of middle bottom. But anyway, I'll start rambling on. I can see Birmingham winning this game. Forest, they've got nothing to play for, to be honest. I don't think they'll be safe. For Birmingham, still really nothing to play for, but they will want to get the result anyway because of the form they've been in recently. And I'm going to say 2-1 to the home side. Huddersfield against Barnsley next. Now, Huddersfield, they conceded 7 a few weeks ago against Norwich, and they just beat Forest 2-0. It's the Championship. Anything can happen. Against Barnsley, they really need to just keep on getting results now, just to cement their place. Hang on in there, not let Redden get seem like they get a chance, because otherwise the pressure could get to Barnsley, and then they could fall out. You know, it's easy to happen, but I can't see Barnsley losing this one. I think they're going to win 2-1 away from home. The final game to predict is a massive one for Reading, and not an easy one. They come up against Luton Town at Kenilworth Road. Now, Luton, they just won the derby match against Watford 1-0 from the penalty spot. I think their striker got injured in a tackle, and then Collins had to come on, took the penalty, first touch of the game, scored it. Insane. Watford did have a late goal disallowed from Gray, I'm pretty sure, for offside. But Luton have helped the teams at the top out a lot. But a shame that Swansea and Brentford couldn't proper seize on the opportunity and win their games. Otherwise, it would have been a lot more intense. But anyway, for a score prediction in this one, I can't see any team winning. I'm going to go for an entertaining 2-2 draw. And I think Reading fans then would probably have given up hope by then. But guys, that is it for today's video. On screen now will be what the table is looking like if all my predictions were to come true. Make sure you have yours say in the comment section down below. Really interested to hear your guys' view on the games as well. And until the next video, guys, see you very soon. Hopefully be going live for about just before 7 o'clock tonight for Swansea QPR, the Angel Rangel Derby. It's going to be renamed. But anyway, guys, we're going to talk about the Super League at half time before the game and after it if you want. And we'll just talk about the Super League that stream. Why not? But yeah, guys, please subscribe if you have enjoyed, like the video, turn your notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Take care, guys.